Why? What's the biggest barrier in dating? It's usually not looks, not even conversation skills. It's the fear of rejection. That inner voice that says, what if they say no? Or what if I embarrass myself? This fear can be so powerful that it stops you before you even start. It's the invisible force keeping you from reaching out, from expressing your feelings, from making a move that could change your life. Today, we're going to break down this fear, understand where it comes from, and learn how you can overcome it. Taking bold steps in your love life and in any part of life starts with changing your relationship to rejection. Let's start by talking about why the fear of rejection is so strong. At its core, this fear isn't just about hearing the word no, it's about something much deeper. Our brains are wired to crave acceptance. For thousands of years, being part of a group was necessary for survival. So when we feel rejected, our minds interpret it as being pushed out of the group, as not being accepted. And that stings. It feels like our very worth is being questioned, as if someone's no is a verdict on who we are. But here's the truth. Rejection doesn't mean you're not valuable. It just means you weren't the right match for that person or for that situation. Think about it. When someone says no, we often think, I'm not good enough. But the reality is, you just weren't the right fit for them. And that's okay. Everyone has their own preferences, their own timing, their own life circumstances. Their no is about their needs, not your value. So, how do you know if fear of rejection is holding you back? Sometimes it's not obvious. You might not feel afraid, but your actions tell another story. Maybe you overthink before sending a message, then never send it. You write out what you want to say, read it back, and then delete it, convinced it's not good enough. Or you delay asking someone out, telling yourself you'll do it later when you feel more confident. But that moment never comes. Often, you hide your true feelings, keeping them bottled up rather than risking vulnerability. And in your mind, there's a constant loop of what if it doesn't work out, playing over and over. Sound familiar? You type the message, then delete it. Type it again, delete it again. That's fear controlling your actions. It's not just about the big moments, like asking someone out. It's about all the little moments where fear of rejection holds you back from being bold, from being authentic, from putting yourself out there. But what's really behind this fear? Most often, it comes from two things: past experiences and low self-confidence. Maybe you had a painful rejection in the past. Maybe in high school, you got turned down by your crush. That sting can linger for years, shaping the way you approach new situations. Even if you're not consciously thinking about it, that old memory plants seeds of doubt in your mind. You start to expect the same outcome in the future, even though you're not that same person anymore. You've grown, you've changed, and every new situation is different. Low self-confidence makes this even harder. If you're not sure of your own worth, every little setback feels huge. Instead of seeing rejection as a normal part of life, you see it as a confirmation of your worst fears, that you're not good enough, not attractive enough, not interesting enough. But that's not reality, that's just your fear talking. So, how do you overcome the fear of rejection? How do you start taking those bold steps and move past what's holding you back? Let's break it down. First, accept that rejection is normal. It happens to everyone. Even the most attractive, the most confident people you know have been rejected, and probably more times than you'd guess. The difference isn't that they never face rejection, it's how they respond to it. Rejection isn't a measure of your worth, it's just information. It tells you about compatibility, not about value. Every rejection is just a sign that something wasn't the right fit. And that's okay. Think about it. Even the most attractive, confident people get rejected. It's not about your worth, it's about compatibility. The world is full of different people with different preferences. No one is right for everyone, and that's what makes relationships meaningful. If everyone said yes, if there was never any chance of rejection, the yes would lose its meaning. It's the risk that makes the reward so special. Second, start small. You don't need to take huge leaps right away. Building courage is like building a muscle. You start with small weights and work your way up. Don't put pressure on yourself to make grand gestures if you're not ready. Instead, practice small acts of boldness. Smile at someone. Say hi. Ask a simple question. These little moves add up over time. Every time you push yourself just a little bit outside your comfort zone, you build confidence. You realize that the world doesn't end if someone doesn't respond the way you hoped. Life goes on, and so do you. Let's say you're in a coffee shop and you see someone you'd like to talk to. Instead of psyching yourself up for a big conversation, just start by making eye contact and offering a genuine smile. The next time, maybe you say hi. Each small step is a victory. And if nothing comes of it, that's okay. You've still won because you took a step forward. Next, shift your focus. Fear of rejection is often rooted in being overly focused on yourself. How you look, how you'll sound, what others will think of you. But what if you shifted that focus to the other person? Instead of asking, will they reject me? Ask, can I get to know them better? Make it about curiosity, not performance. When you approach someone with genuine interest, your energy changes. You're not just trying to get approval, you're trying to make a real connection. It's liberating to let go of the need for a certain outcome. It turns the interaction into a learning experience, not a test you have to pass. The pressure drops and you can be yourself, and often people respond positively to that authenticity. Another powerful tool is to reframe rejection as progress. Every no gets you one step closer to the right yes. Think about it. If everyone said yes, you'd waste time with people who aren't right for you. Rejection actually saves you time. Each time someone turns you down, you're a little closer to finding someone who truly matches you. Rejection isn't the end of the road, it's a signpost pointing you in a better direction. Imagine you ask someone out for coffee. They say, actually, I don't really have time right now. Your first thought might be, that means I'm not worthy. But that's the wrong thought. The right thought is, we're just not a match right now. That doesn't define my value. Maybe their schedule is packed. Maybe they're not looking to date. Maybe they're just not interested. That's about them, not you. You keep moving forward, knowing that every no is guiding you to the right yes. Let's look at a short scenario. You muster up the courage to ask someone, would you like to grab coffee sometime? They respond, actually, I don't really have time right now. Instinctively, you might feel rejected, maybe even embarrassed. But pause. This isn't a judgment of your worth. It's just a mismatch of timing, interest, or priorities. The wrong thought is, that means I'm not worthy. The right thought is, we're just not a match right now. That doesn't define my value. You thank them, wish them well, and move on. No drama, no lingering self-doubt. As you practice these steps, something amazing happens. You start to care less about the outcome and more about your own growth. You realize that the fear was never about the other person. It was about your own beliefs. And once you challenge those beliefs, you become bolder, freer, more alive. The fear of rejection is one of the biggest things holding people back in dating and in life. But rejection doesn't measure your worth. It only tells you whether a match exists. When you take small steps, shift your perspective, and see rejection as a normal part of the process, everything changes. The bolder you get, the freer you will feel. You'll open up new possibilities, make real connections, and discover strengths you didn't know you had. Remember, the people you admire, the ones who seem effortlessly confident, who make connections easily, weren't born without fear. They just learned to move forward anyway. They learned that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the decision that something else matters more. They decided that their growth, their happiness, their dreams were worth taking risks for. So, what's your next step? Maybe it's sending that message you've been hesitating over. Maybe it's smiling at someone new. Maybe it's telling someone how you really feel. Whatever it is, take that step. Don't let fear of rejection keep you stuck. The only way to move forward is to act even when you're nervous, especially when you're nervous. If this message inspired you to overcome your fear of rejection, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because in the next videos, I'll share how to boost your confidence even more and how to turn rejection into a tool for growth. You'll learn practical strategies for building self-esteem, creating authentic connections, and living boldly. Remember, every bold step you take is a victory, no matter the outcome. Each time you face your fear, you become stronger, more confident, and more resilient. So subscribe now and let's start taking bold, confident steps together. Your journey to a fearless, more fulfilling life starts right here, right now.